We are speaking about the relation between the state of being and action. And as I understand, there is a shift of perception and attitude from that of letting the mind to decide and direct our actions to the action, the movement, the expression itself to arise spontaneously from that state of being. So I also hear you saying something about surrendering and inquiring. Yes, and I wonder if you would like to speak a little bit more about it and also to refer to what will make possible this shift of perception.
Yeah. First of all, most important thing, there has to be an openness for that in yourself. Because you cannot say to anybody, right, you're coming to a festival and we're going to take you through a shift. And, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Because it is not a logical, linear progression. It's not a logical, linear progression. You must have come to the point inside yourself where something is open and something is ripe and something is ready to introspect much more deeply than just the conditioned self, just the conditioned personality. So when you asked earlier, when did I begin satsang or something, I look back over my life and I could say throughout my life, we're all in satsang. I'm not speaking about formal, we don't have to go to formal satsang. Life is satsang. Life is satsang. So we are all slowly or quickly, depending on each person, coming to the point where at some point along the way there becomes more of an interest in a deeper introspection than just what we might call just everyday normal life. Now, if beings are here, if they're coming to this kind of place and this kind of festival, then already there is an openness for that. Otherwise, they would not come. So something has already brought them to that point where they are now ready to look at something. And that could be a whole host of things, life. Maybe they got everything they wanted in life. Perfect girlfriend, perfect house, job, car, perfect everything. It ticked every box. And still something at home, a bit restless. Still something is there that hasn't quite been met. So whatever your own personal satsang is, whatever brings you to that point where you begin to really say, I want something deeper. I must discover my deeper nature. Whatever that is, that itself is grace. And grace is working inside all of us. And for some people, grace is burning. It's burning. And there are some people who have come to the point in themselves where they feel that actually the only thing I want now, the only thing I want is to discover my deeper essence, my deeper nature. They have enjoyed many experiences. They might have been to every country in the world, might have had lovers in every place in the world. They might have, they've done everything they wanted, but still something isn't satisfied. And that satisfaction is only going to be met by the discovery of our nature, our self. So when you ask, what can we do to facilitate that? The best thing you can do to facilitate that is to be it yourself. This is the best thing. This is beyond any kind of workshop, beyond any kind of formal thing that you can set up, that somehow we must be it. And if there are beings in a place who are home, who are free, who are resting as the self, then others are just naturally drawn to that. Then, through the inquiry, through the introspection, and the inquiry is really looking at who or what we are beyond the mind. So I just say a little bit about the inquiry because for some people it's helpful, that you can just begin to stop and be still in yourself and just be aware of whatever is going on inside you, and to fully honor, just allow everything to be as it is inside you. At the same time as allowing everything to be as it is inside you, you can begin to see that whatever it is you are aware of, whatever it is you can perceive, like feelings you can perceive, mind you can perceive, sensations you can perceive, objects you can perceive. All of these things are objects arising in perception. But inquiry is to ask, who is the perceiver? Who is the one that is aware of all these things? Because we say, my mind is crazy today. My mind, not me, my mind. Or my feelings are all over the place today. My feelings, not me. My sensations are a bit shaky today. My sensations, not me. Even we say my attention is a bit all over, is here, there and everywhere. What knows this? Even we say my eyesight is not so good now. Used to be good, now it's not so good. What is it that even knows eyesight? What watches eyesight? What watches attention? What watches mind? What watches all of these things? Can that which is watching everything else, can that itself be watched? That, then you are coming into a very deep place in yourself where you begin to not get caught in objects of the world, but you begin to look at what is the very subject. Who truly am I? Things I know, but the one who knows all these things, who is that? Now most people will say, well, it's me, it's me. This me, nobody questions. But I would like people to introspect into that. When they're saying me or I, what is it that they're referring to? Is it a self-image? Is it a kind of feeling? What is it? And see if you can begin to really look into that and see that there must be something also that is aware even of self-image. There must be something aware of all of these things. Then when you come to that point, you are no longer in objects, but you are inside the subject itself. And that, for me, is the beginning of true spirituality. When you begin to look at what is the subject. Objects we know, but subject, who knows subject? It is said that we have even studied, we have broken up even the smallest atom into zillions and billions of little pieces. Scientists have studied it, looked into it, but who has looked into themselves? Who has truly looked into themselves? Everything else we have discovered. We have been everywhere, we've done everything, but who has discovered themselves? That is that is the real, authentic inquiry. And many things may arise inside that. Many strong things may come up, because the minute we start to let go of who we thought we were, great joy comes, but also some fear may come. Some fear of letting go of some sense of identity. Is we are letting go of some kind of familiar sense of self. And often fear comes for people. But for me, fear is not a red light, but it's a green light, meaning you can walk through that. You walk through that fear. Don't let fear stop you looking into your deeper nature. And then it is good if you can be around somebody who can help you a little bit with that. If you are lucky enough to be around somebody who can help you with that, then it's very good. Then stay in contact with them, because they are going to remind you to complete your seeing, to complete your inquiry, to not jump off the bus early, to stay there, stay inside it, and be one of those rare beings who fully come home,